So let's go over what's in one of our CNC plasma drop boxes of scrap. This is what's left over from plasma cutting. If we have open space in a sheet, we'll cut a fun shape out. Recently we did a project with a bunch of maps, so we had a lot of state cutouts. They go in these boxes. They're basically just something that's fun for you. You know, we take what it costs to ship, what it costs in time to pack these up, add a little bit extra for anything that comes up, and if nothing comes up, the shop makes some money, and then they're on their way to you. So let's jump into one of these. You'll see on the top, here in this example, we've got a kit. This is a flower. This one specifically is the hydrangea, and I think this kit was just a little rustier than I would have liked, so it didn't go in inventory. It goes in here for these. Most of the kits end up with one flower. I try to make it so there's actually, it might be 2 or 3 pieces that went wrong, and in total, that'll make one whole flower. Not promising it. These guys, we just fill them up. They're just shy of a foot, about 14 inches, give or take, about like 3.5 thick. Comes out to somewhere around 40 pounds worth of steel. Most of it is going to be, what do we got? 3/16, 10 gauge, 12 gauge, 14 gauge, and 16 gauge. There may be some 1/4 inch in there. There may be some 20 gauge. And we do weld together a little box for these to go in. We just let the new guy tack it together. Just makes it ship better. And you got some 16 gauge there you can play with if you want to. I'm going to unpack this thing and cut that because that noise is going to suck. Alright, so here's the box you end up with. You can see the bottom of it. That cutout is that piece. These 2 cutouts are those pieces. We're trying to make it efficient. Now let's organize this. So what we've got here these are failed cuts. So for example, this is one of our D20 kits. It's perfectly fine. Except for this little guy didn't cut through all the way. So you could still make a D20 out of that if you wanted to. We've got a cube kit here. This is looks like 18 gauge. You put that together if you wanted to. It's probably just an extra from when we ran a big batch. Easier not to inventory those. This is the greenery from one of our flower kits. You can see the end of that fell off, so scrap in. I don't know what that is, but parts. Got a couple little 3/16 legs. Those are part of one of our bottle toppers, I believe. Don't know what that is. This is, oh, that's actually left over from a video that's coming up. So, there you go. A couple little short pieces. Now we've got some of like our fun ones. There's Greenland, the letter L, Idaho, Greenland again. Got just about every one of the kits is going to have one of these little half cube kits. These are 10 gauge. We've got one file that has some open space. So I just fill the sheet up with these so I can throw them in for y'all. Same, some little circle drops, a W or an M. What's that, Montana or Nebraska or something? I don't know. I think it's Nebraska. Oklahoma, good. You do have to know that one. That's either a rectangle or it's Colorado. Iowa. That's the whole idea. There's a bunch of states in here. A little dragon drop from something we cut out. Some little flames. These are from our Ped Baker knockdown fire pit kits. Don't know what that guy is, but it looks like a Christmas tree. The letter Y. A chicken. The letter E. California. I'll just throw that one right to the scrap bin. Just kidding. And Minnesota. And some more of these little half cube kits. Then we've got a couple pieces of 3/16. These look like legs from our globe fire pits that didn't cut out correctly. And then all of this here is just rectangles and other bigger pieces of different size sheets. We've got a bunch of 10 gauge, good amount of 12 gauge in there. There's some 14 for sure. That's 14. A couple pieces of 16 gauge. Okay, now we've got failed cuts. These are, what is this? Part of the rough draft of our dinosaur kit. I don't know what that one is. This is part of our can crusher kit. Not sure what's wrong with that, but it's in here anyway. We got an F-bomb that the bottle opener part didn't cut out of correctly. There's some 1/4-inch plate. This might even be 5/16. It's pretty heavy. These are a couple segments of our bell statue that the numbers fell off of. Otherwise, something's wrong with them. Another F-bomb with the bottle opener part not cut out correctly. And we have a bunch of smaller pieces. There's definitely some 1/4-inch plate there. Yeah, more quarters. It's all little parts. The whole idea of these guys is that if you want to have a bunch of different variety pieces to practice on, do whatever. If you're the creative type and you can make something out of this, that's even cooler. Let me know. I'll repost it and tag you and all that stuff. And it's a way for me to keep my guys busy, get them working when, it might be a slow day. That's when we do these. Yeah. Hope you all enjoy it. I'm going to pack this one back up. We'll go put it in the inventory shed, and maybe you'll get this one. So while that was just unpacking one kit, I hope you guys got a pretty good idea of what we're putting in these plasma drop boxes for you. I hope you have some fun putting them together, and yeah, enjoy. We appreciate the order. Thank you.